All right, guys, day 4 is in the books. It's actually like a cold front moved in, so it's actually a little bit chilly out here. So the kids are having a little bit of a rough time. It's okay because we still got to put a couple of skills together. Jordan, it's a really good one. This is really good. All right, what do you call a pig that does karate? Pork chop. Okay, now the key components of freestyle, what we worked on was having and when we're coming through with our stroke, making sure our stroke was long, making sure that our elbow was the first part of the freestyle stroke that actually broke the water while swimming it, with a long stroke that was laying out right in front of our shoulder. All right, so that was important. That piece of the puzzle is real important. Those are the 3 things that I like to start off with. There are a few variations to those skills, but those are kind of the broad, generic way to approach freestyle, and it works. So once you get those skills down, then you can start playing with it and see what you've got from there. Yeah. Jordan's hanging in the background here. All right, assistant coach John right here. Yep. He's got, this one is pretty good too. The last one was awesome, but this one's pretty good. Why did the cookie go to the hospital?
Because he was crumbling.
I know. Well, he kind of guessed it. The real answer was because he's feeling crummy. But I'll give it to him on that one. Nobody's got one yet. It was freezing. Yesterday it started raining, so we had to call it off a little bit early. And then it rained last night, and it was a cold rain, and then it got really freezing after that. So it got down like into the 40s. And here in Georgia, that's cold. I know some of you guys probably don't think that's cold, but we think it's cold here. And it chilled the water a little bit. So I'm going to grab something to eat, and then I will finish up at the house. See you guys later. Bye. All right, here's what we actually synced up, is that we've done a streamline, which is where we're dropping under the water, had a nice streamline off of the wall that was nice and tight, making sure during the streamline that we had a nice tight streamline with our eyes down on the bottom of the pool. Very important to be fast during that part of your race, because that's where all the speed is. Now, one thing that the fastest swimmers are able to do, they may know they're doing this, they may not, but all of the speed, the fastest you'll ever go in the water, is actually on your starts and turns. And the fastest swimmers are able to hold on to that speed better than the other swimmers. They're able to maintain and hold on to that speed. It's very important in competitive swimming. Okay, after that, we worked on some very, very basic mechanics of freestyle. And I didn't throw it all at them all at once, because that can be pretty overwhelming. So we touched on a few very basic things. The first thing that I told them was maintaining a long stroke. That's important when it comes to freestyle, is that you want to maintain a long stroke in the water, because something that summer league athletes or athletes without a lot of experience, a lot of times they'll have a real short stroke, sometimes to where they actually dive their hand in real close. You know, they have a real short stroke and they try to barrel through the water, turning it over real fast. The fastest swimmers always maintain a long stroke. They get that long reach and that full extension under the water, and then they're able to have a longer stroke. A longer stroke is better because per stroke you'll be covering more distance. It's pretty simple. If you keep it simple with the younger athletes, then it's something that will, you know, they'll pick up on, and it'll make sense to them. So they're able to process that in like one practice. So we worked on having a longer stroke. We also worked on our entry into the water, and there are a couple variations to these things, but these are the generalized stroke approaches. And with the hand entry, having it straight in front of the shoulder is where you want the hand entry to be, because that keeps your stroke balanced. What you don't want to do is have any kind of crisscross with your arms while you're swimming the stroke. That can be pretty dangerous. So summer league athletes out there, make sure that you have that hand entry that is in front of the shoulder. Some people like to vary it with a little bit wider, but don't learn it that way. That's something when you become more advanced you can play with. So that's what we worked on today. We synced up the streamlining, we synced up the flutter kick, and we broke it into a very basic freestyle. So the kids were pretty successful with that. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I hope you learned a little bit. And please, 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 if you have any questions or anything, please leave them below. I'd love to help. All right, guys. I'll see you on Monday. Take care. Well, I hope you guys had fun today. I know I did. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out what happened yesterday. And if you have any questions or comments, I will always answer. So please, if you got any swimming questions, anything like that, leave them below and I will answer them as soon as I can.